Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing? Myself personally, I'm doing good. Nobody's home. I'm by myself. Anyways, so the little home breweries turned into a bit of a series, so may as well continue on. Behind me, I have a fridge that I'm going to turn into a kegerator. But there's a few things that I need to do. Now, I've already cleaned it out, but I've come across one problem. It's going to help me maximize space. So let me move the camera a little bit and let me show you. So it's all nice and clean inside here. And I've got one keg pushed all the way back. But if I want to have a third keg, or squeeze in another keg, I'm not going to be able to close the door because this just comes over this edge just a little bit. But I've got lots of space between the frame. So what I need to do is get rid of this. And as you can see, I could probably get another keg in there, no problem. I do have 3 of these. These are 20 liter kegs, and I'm going to use the sand key couplers on them. So I need to get rid of this door. No problem. Let me move the camera again. Alright, so this is like sticky and yucky and moldy and grimy and gross, and I tried cleaning it on the fridge door. I can't, so I'm going to soak it in Javex. But if we flip up the seal, there we go, we have these screws. Okay, we got to take the screws out all the way around, and then this panel will come right off the door. So I'm going to do this, we'll come back. Alright, so we got the bad boy off. It's inside of the fridge. It's all that foam insulation, but that's alright. I don't need to touch that. But what we need to do now is to get the seal off. So we're just going to work this up and over. There we go. Once you get one corner, it should come out. Some of the screws, you know, didn't go all the way out through, so you don't want to rip the seal because we have to reuse this. Okay, I've shown enough anyways. But you see this edge along here. Oh, my nose just get itchy. So this edge along here, we need this, okay, because this is just too flimsy to screw back onto the door. So we're going to get this off, and we're going to get this in the bathtub with some hot Javex and water, and well, hot water and Javex anyways. And we'll get this soaking, we'll get this all cleaned up because this is absolutely disgusting. But I'm going to show you the method that I come up with to cut the centerpiece out so we still have our trim. So we'll be back. Alright, so in order to cut this edge, I'm just going to use electric soldering gun. It's got a flat tip on it. Alright, not much to it. I'm going to turn this on and get it heated. And it's just a matter of taking our time and going along the edge. See if it's hot enough yet. There we go. Look, it's melting through it like butter. And then just keep an even pressure. And try and keep a straight line. We'll just go back a little bit here, you know, to make sure that it's not re-gluing together or re-sealing together. So it's probably going to take a little bit, so I'm going to stop the video for now and we'll come back when I'm all done. Alright, so we've got it all off. However, this is an old fridge. Some of it was a little brittle, so I got some pieces, but that's okay. It'll still space it out. I'll make it work. So I'm going to put these upstairs with the seal, because I mean there's mold and crap and dirt. And, anyways, we'll get that soaked. We'll get that clean, and then we'll get this all back together and put it on the door. Alright folks, so I've basically taken some garbage bags and just covered over the insulation. As you'll see on the bottom, I didn't tape it so that air can get up through, and I think just about there, it's not really coming out on camera, there, that seam, that's not taped either, so that air can get up underneath, and I've got a spot on the top as well. So I don't know how well this has to breathe, but I think, you know, a gap that big, that's probably close to 8 inches. Yeah. Anyways, and then I cut out the little lock for the door. Next thing, I've got to put the seal on it, and once I get ready for that, I'll come back. Alrighty. So most of the plastic edging kind of broke. It was very brittle, it was very cracked, but I pieced it together mostly so I'd have the corners, and I've got all the screws in, and it seals up pretty darn good. So for the next thing, we're just gotta put our CO2 tank, regulator, hoses, and all that good stuff together. I'm only going to set it up for 1 keg right now. I do have the capability of running 3. So 1 for now. I have a batch of beer that I'm just itching to get into a keg, and it's ready for bottling. So gotta grab some more gear. Oh, pardon me. I'm trying not to burp. Gotta grab some more gear, and we'll start putting this stuff together too. So here's the setup with the Sankey keg. Alright, my CO2, my hoses, and the kids have been hiding things on the bottom for little yogurt sticks and whatnot. But the 1 keg system works well. Alright, so let's do a pour. Now I'll admit, this isn't my first keg that I've put through this, but let's go. Let's give her a pour. There we go, yes sir. This is my red ale. Okay, so since I'm using a Sankey keg, I have to do things a little differently. But now that I've got it figured out, nice carbonation, it's nice and clear as you can see. And the serving pressure on this is about 6 pounds. What I do, I follow what Tiny said to do from Off Tap Brewing. I put my pressure up to 20 pounds, turn the gas off, and shake the crap out of my keg until it comes down to 0 pounds. Turn the gas back on, bring it back up to 20 pounds, turn off the gas, shake it, and I can usually get it down to about 10 pounds. At that point, I turn the gas back on. This is after bleeding the oxygen out, so I pressurize it and bleed it off a couple of times before I do this. Once I hit 20 pounds, I leave it there and I put it in the fridge for 2 days. On the second day, usually when I get home from work, I release the pressure, turn it down to about 6 or 7 pounds, and then I pour my first beer, and it usually comes out pretty good at that point for the carbonation. So, but since I've got a fresh beer, I've been shoveling snow today, and my first take of this wasn't really good, so I figured once I get this down pat, I'll do this portion of the video. So cheers everybody. 17. Hate to say it, but there's nothing better than beer out of a keg. So thanks for watching everybody. I don't know if I mentioned it or not because I filmed the kegerator videos a long time ago. But this will hold 3 kegs, and once I get my little brewing area organized here, then I'll probably start using 3 kegs in there. And I was going to go with the taps outside, but since, you know, there's a lot of movement in here, I think I'll be better off with the picnic taps like I just poured with. So thanks for watching everyone. Cheers. 17. We'll catch you next time.